Roslynn. I usually start my live chat. I messed up when I forgot to have it up, so I had to go ahead and start up a whole new one. But I hope everybody is having a blessed weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this running for probably like about 10-15 minutes if nobody comes up. But the topics I'm going to be discussing tonight, is called Trust Whatever Solution You May Bring. No, it's exact medicine that you need for the remedy of growth. Or it's like even through dark moments, you still try to push through and see through the process of through the true lens of positive perspective, and instead of rereading the past and the people in it, appreciate their characters and the lessons that they give the courage to rewrite a book of amazing script. And it's like whatever situation you're going through, it can really be a lot, that's taking place into your life. And, you're trying to find your way through the maze of chaos and craziness. And a lot of times it's like different things that's taking place in your life. It can be really hard, and you're really trying to allow yourself to push through. And these are the things that are like healing remedies of when you're going through trauma, or you're going through mishaps, or you're taking place with different circumstances that are going on. And, just really trying to understand, what's going on with your life, and really just trying to allow yourself to just grow through all those different things that are taking place. And you really just try to understand, where I'm going through different circumstances, or just really trying to understand why different things are taking place that are going on. And you just really trying to understand, how am I going to be able to get through this? Is this going to be taking forever like it usually does? Or is this going to continue until I lose my mind? But then it's just like when you allow yourself to really change the prospect of that, the perspective of how you see it, having a different vantage point. Okay, the different things that I'm taking place in my life is teaching me how to be strong. It's teaching me how to support myself, how to love myself, being able to recognize my power, even when it wasn't recognized through the other people that I had to be around, or different people that I cared for, or, people that I allowed to be in my life like that, because it's like a lot of different things that's taking place through solitude. And it can be feeling really lonely at times. It's just like really trying to understand, like, gosh, I got to be alone and I got to deal with this. Number one, we are never alone. This is allowing us to take our time throughout the distractions that's taking place, that it really can hit in all terms. It can hit you financially. It can hit you through your marriage, through your family, through your household, through your jobs, relationships with yourself. And, and it can be really heavy. It can really, really be heavy. And then it's just like really allowing yourself, because a lot of times it's all about how we choose to think about it, how we choose to move forward, really trying to understand, how we choose to, move on from all the different things that's going on. But it gives you a brighter look on these things, is really allowing me to really tear down those walls and really find out who I truly am through those midst of, crazy circumstances that I constantly allow that universe is allowing me to have to go through. Because a lot of times it's hard to really see, why do they keep allowing us to keep going through these things? Why does it always have to be so hard? And then really allow those things to really take place, to, allow it to put you in complete alignment. And a lot of times it's hard to really feel that through those different circumstances. So when you're going through all those different things, just really trying to understand, how can I move forward from that? Where is this chapter going to take me to? Where am I going to gravitate to? And, it'll take you towards different things into your life that, they'll really be circumstantial towards you to really, it can take you towards a successful experience that you really never understood that you can go through. But a lot of times we have to go through hardship just for us to be able to figure out this was a blessing in disguise for us. So, that part of us is the medicine that we really truly need to have the remedy of healing, a remedy of growth that's taking place. So the next subject is, say, even through the dark moments, we still try to push through and seeing the growth through the process through positive perspective. Just like I was saying with the other situation, even when you're going through the darkest moments, if you have that courage, you are responsible to allow yourself. How long are you going to allow yourself to sit here and suffer? How long are you going to allow yourself to see everything from a negative perspective? Are you allowing yourself to continue to project towards other people as well as beating up yourself? Not allowing yourself to, be happy in different circumstances. Try to be grateful for at least the things that you do have, even when you're lacking so much. Universe pays attention to that. Are you grateful you have a roof over here? There's some people that sleep in their cars, or some people sleeping in the streets, and it's really cold in a lot of places, so a lot of times, I may, get petty and want to start complaining about different things towards myself or whatever. And then it's just like I have to force myself to see, going through, I was going through a mishap the other day, and I was on Facebook and I seen somebody, which was crazy. It was like a wildfire. I don't know where it was, but it was like snow all over the place. And there was different people that lost their houses. And it just really made me like, Dad, this really shows you how people can be going through things, and we take so many different things for granted. Let me allow myself to be appreciative of that. You may have a car that really, you have to rig it up all the time. There'll be people that have to walk to work, or they have people to use those little, those moonwalk things, to be looking like, sideways, what is it, skateboards. So, going through all those different things, is always trying to teach us how to be grateful for those, and being able to allow ourselves to take that benefit of being, never taking what we have for granted. There's so many different things that's out here where the world can really be truly cruel. There's a lot of people out here that just don't care. They will rob people of happiness any kind of way, and they're still not happy, because it's just the fact is we always have to allow ourselves to find happiness within ourselves, not external, or, try to judge somebody else's path from the next one, or feel like, oh, they don't deserve that, I deserve this, or let me see how I can make that person miserable because I'm miserable. It's different things about that. And a lot of times we, when you're having to go through different things like that, it's just like, what I'm going through is very hard. I got to be around, certain people that's just like, don't want to see me happy, just negative within themselves. But then it's just like I can use that and allow myself to really say, you know what, I'm going to use this as the best experience to be able to allow myself to heal, because not just going to be a reoccurring situation. I can't allow myself to keep going through that. So, just allowing myself to really move forward. And so the last one I'm going to do, appreciate that. Thank you for the thumbs up. The last one I'm going to go ahead and do is called, instead of, rereading the past and the people that are in it, appreciate the characters of the lessons that gave you the courage. A lot of times I've even been in situations where I constantly talked about the people that, did a lot of things to me. They continue to do things to me. And then, it's just allowing myself to say, am I going to allow that to stop me? No, that's going to give me that main focus to, keep moving forward, being consistent, because it's just like a lot of times they always try to tell you, use what you're going through, things that you don't want to continue in your life, things that different people that that is not healthy to be in your life, allowing that to be that fuel to keep going, be consistent, allow yourself to be happy. Because if you're around people that are miserable and they enjoy being that way, you can end up turning into the exact person that you don't want to be around. And a lot of times that's a reflection on how you can see yourself, and it's sad it has to be that way, but you can use those as ammunition to be, just allowing yourself to be consistent, allowing yourself to see the people in your past and see what it taught you about yourself. I was connected with a lot of different people. It wasn't just friends, but it was relationships that I didn't love myself. I've seen a lot of different things that I tolerated that I know I shouldn't have been dealing with because it was very toxic. I was a part of myself. It was very toxic because I was so used to seeing those different things throughout my family, through different things I've experienced just through my life within myself. So it's just like going through those different things. It allows you to really, push forward. really learning those things. So allow myself to say, I keep to myself, not submitting to no one, allow myself to know that there's somebody out there that's worthy of my love and is going to be reciprocated. So allow myself to just save off for that and just not just submit to anybody like that, because it's just not just the things that they got out here, the STDs, the STIs, and, different things they probably even have names for yet. It's just about being there with yourself, loving yourself on every level. And, just allowing yourself to really move forward with that. And just, instead of just focusing on those, it's just like, wow, I really have grown a lot. I've allowed myself to really push forward because it's just so many different things that, I've experienced in life, and it really was very dark. But it was a lot of different choices that I choose to make from the people I chose to deal with and entertain, and allowed myself to, put my happiness on side for something that wasn't reciprocated to me, put love towards something that wasn't reciprocated to me, because I had to find out love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't, put you through all those different changes. But this is something I really truly needed, because I went through that benefit of really having to love myself through these situations that I'm currently going through. And there's many people that I see that goes through the same thing that I communicate with. And, and I tell them, it can be hard, especially when you're in a moment of very high emotions. You're going through it, you're getting tired of being around certain things and certain people, and you're ready for your life to change, especially if you've been working very hard to create something. And that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. That doesn't mean that it's going to continue to be that way. But that's where it's showing you have to be consistent within yourself and allowing yourself to grow, experience those situations, being grateful for them. I've said many times, I get in the heat of the moments and tell people how I truly feel, especially the ones that are involved in my life that has done those things. But I also allow myself to take, accountability for my own actions, for allowing them to continue to go that way. But just use this and just say, you know what? I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad these people put me through the things that they put me through, because it showed me where my strength is. It showed me how my determination is. Yes, there'll be days I'll be angry. There'll be days that I'm ready to just pop off and start catching charges because of certain things people did. And I allow myself to even be depressed at times. But then I'm allowing myself to say, you know what? You're going through these emotions. You're allowing yourself to see yourself as that, and you can move on. You can heal. Nobody can't stop you but you. Only things when people do the things that they do, they watch you, they run back and tell this, tell that, or, they keep things going. You can see where people are really truly threatened by the things that you're doing, because they don't want to see you prosper. There's a lot of people in your life that, they want to appreciate you, and they say, you know what, you're going to make something of yourself one day. You're going to be really big just because the energy you carry, the way you carry yourself, how you talk to people, how you articulate different things. And these are the things that really show you can really get somewhere if you allow yourself to be persistent on this. Only you can do that, and if you didn't have these strong characters about yourself, you wouldn't have so many people, watching, or, trying to, block blessings, or try to, sabotage different things for you. People, if you don't fear something that person become, you just don't stand in the way. And, it's just like that with people. You have to allow yourself to learn. But y'all, thank you so much for stopping through and watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. But I'm about to close down. I'm about to go ahead and give me some rest and recharge. So I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Bye.